What's up, everyone? Today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood car parts, the air filter, and I'm not holding back. After months of research, testing data, and real-world evidence, I'm going to show you the 7 air filters you should never use in your car, and the 3 that actually deserve your money. Show quick montage of different air filters. Here's the thing. The air filter industry is full of marketing hype, false promises, and filters that can actually harm your engine. So if you've been thinking about upgrading your air filter, or you're just due for a replacement, this video could save you hundreds of dollars and potentially thousands in engine damage. Let's get into it. Section 1. The truth about air filters. 1 minute to 3 minutes 30 seconds. Graphic. The truth about air filters. Before we get into the filters to avoid, let's talk about what an air filter actually does. Your engine needs a precise balance, maximum airflow for power, but also protection from dirt and debris that can destroy your engine in minutes. Show engine diagram with air intake highlighted. Most people think that more airflow automatically equals more power. But here's what the dyno tests actually show on a stock engine. The difference between a cheap filter and an expensive performance filter is usually less than 1 horsepower. One study tested 5 different filters on the same Honda Civic, ranging from $9 to $90. The results? The horsepower curves were so close that the differences were essentially meaningless. We're talking about 173 to 177 horsepower. That's a difference you'll never feel on the street. Show dyno chart comparison. But here's where it gets serious. While some filters flow slightly more air, they also let in significantly more dirt. And that dirt is grinding away at your cylinder walls, piston rings, and valve seats every single time drive. So the question isn't which filter flows the most air. The question is, which filter protects my engine while flowing enough air? Now let's talk about the filters you need to avoid. Section 2. The 7 filters to never use. 3:30 to 10. Dramatic transition. Filter. Number 1. K and N. Drop-in panel filters. 3:30 to 4:30. Show K and N red filter. Look, I know this is controversial. K and N has been around forever, and they have loyal fans, but multiple independent tests have shown the same disturbing results. In one comprehensive ISO 5011 laboratory test, the K and N filter allowed approximately 40% more dirt through than standard paper filters. We're talking about letting 7 to 8 grams of dirt into your engine, while other filters let less than 1 gram through. Show microscope comparison of filter media. The reason? K and N uses an oiled cotton gauze with larger gaps to reduce restriction, but those gaps let fine particles through that can cause cumulative engine wear over time. Yes, you might gain 0.5 horsepower, but you could be shortening your engine's life by tens of thousands of miles. The oil on these filters can also contaminate your mass airflow sensor, causing drivability issues and check engine lights. And if you don't re-oil them correctly after cleaning, even worse, filtration. Verdict: not worth the risk for street-driven vehicles. Filter number 2. Uni foam filters. 4:30 to 5:15. Show foam filter. Uni filters are popular in the off-road and power sports world, but for street cars, they're a disaster. The same laboratory testing showed that uni filters not only let through massive amounts of dirt, nearly 20 times more than quality paper filters, but they also clogged faster than almost every other filter tested. Show test results graph. Foam filters have their place in motorcycles and ATVs, where you need to clean them frequently in dusty conditions. But on your daily driver, you're asking for trouble. Verdict: skip them for automotive use. Filter number 3. Cheap no-name brands. EP Auto. EcoGuard budget models. 5:15 to 6:15. Show generic branded filters. We've all seen them. The $6 air filter at the auto parts store with a brand name you've never heard of. EP Auto. Some EcoGuard models, random Amazon brands. Here's what testing reveals. These filters often use inferior filter media, with fewer pleats and lower efficiency ratings. Show pleat count comparison. Premium filters, 90 to 97 pleats. Budget brands, 53 to 73 pleats. Fewer pleats mean less surface area, which means worse filtration and faster clogging. Some of these filters showed efficiency rates barely above 70%, meaning nearly 1/3 of the dirt is getting into your engine. Show dirt particles graphic. Look, I'm all about saving money, but skimping on your air filter to save $5 is penny-wise and pound-foolish when you're looking at potential engine damage. Verdict: spend a few extra bucks on a quality brand. Filter number 4, stainless steel mesh filters, 6:15 to 7 o'clock. Show metal mesh filter. These look cool, I'll give them that. They're washable, reusable, and supposedly last forever. But here's the problem: they barely filter anything. The mesh gaps are so large that they might as well not be there. While you'll get maximum airflow, you're also getting maximum dirt, dust, and debris straight into your intake manifold. Show animation of particles passing through. These are sometimes used in racing applications where engines are torn down and rebuilt regularly. But on a street car you plan to keep? Absolutely not. Verdict: all flow, no protection. Hard pass. Filter number 5, improperly oiled aftermarket filters, 7 to 8. Show over-oiled filter dripping. This isn't necessarily a specific brand, but it's a category worth mentioning. Any reusable filter that requires oil, whether it's K and N, AFE, or others, becomes dangerous when improperly maintained. Too much oil? It'll drip into your intake, contaminate your MAF sensor, and cause your engine to run poorly. Too little oil? The filtration efficiency drops dramatically and dirt gets through. Show MAF sensor with oil contamination. The problem is that most people don't maintain these filters correctly. They either over-oil them, causing sensor issues, or under-oil them, allowing dirt through, or they wait way too long between cleanings. One mechanic I spoke with said he sees more drivability issues from improper air filter maintenance than from almost any other DIY modification. Verdict: if you can't maintain it perfectly, don't use it. Filter number 6, used or old stock filters, 8 to 8:45. Show filthy, clogged filter. This seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people run their air filters way past their service life. A clogged air filter doesn't just restrict airflow, though it does that too. It can actually collapse under high vacuum, allowing unfiltered air to bypass the element entirely. Or worse, pieces of the filter material can break off and get sucked into your engine. Show collapsed filter element. Most manufacturers recommend changing your air filter every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, or annually. In dusty conditions, it should be even more frequent. When you pull out your old filter and you can barely see light through it, you've waited too long. Verdict: replace on schedule. Your engine will thank you. Filter number 7, oversized cone. Filters without proper tuning, 8:45 to 10. Show large cone filter installed. Now we're getting into the cold air intake territory. Giant cone filters look impressive and sound cool, but without proper tuning, they can actually hurt performance. Modern cars have their air intake systems engineered precisely. The MAF sensor is calibrated for a specific airflow pattern. When you bolt on a huge cone filter and completely change the intake design, you can throw off the air metering. Show check engine light. The result? Check engine lights, poor fuel economy, and sometimes even less power than stock, especially on naturally aspirated engines. Now, if you're doing a complete intake system with proper tuning on a dyno, that's different. But just bolting on a cone filter because it looks cool, you might be making your car slower. Plus, many of these cone filters sit low in the engine bay where they can suck up water during heavy rain or floods. Hydro-locking your engine is a quick way to total it. Verdict: only with proper installation and tuning. Otherwise, stay stock. Section 3. The 3 filters that actually work. 10 to 1330. Upbeat transition. Alright, enough negativity. Let's talk about the filters that actually deliver on their promises. Winner number 1, Wix air filters, 10 to 11. Show Wix filter package. Wix has been at the top of independent tests for years. In the comprehensive testing we referenced earlier, Wix filters consistently showed excellent filtration efficiency while maintaining strong airflow. Show test results. What makes Wix special? 97 pleats for maximum surface area, high-quality cellulose media that captures 98 to 99% of contaminants, excellent dirt-holding capacity. They lasted significantly longer than competitors before reaching the restriction threshold. Made in Mexico with consistent quality control, the Wix filters prioritize longevity and filtration over marginal flow improvements. And here's the kicker: they're usually only $15 to $20, making them one of the best values in the category. Verdict: exceptional filtration, great value, proven performance. Winner number 2, Purolator filters, 11 to 12. Show Purolator filter. Purolator is another brand that consistently ranks at the top top in independent testing. They're often the OEM supplier for many manufacturers, which tells you something about their quality. Show test data. Key features: 95 pleats with efficient media design, 98% plus filtration efficiency, excellent dust capacity that maintains airflow as it loads, competitive pricing, usually $12 to $18. In head-to-head testing against premium filters costing 3 times as much, Purolator filters often performed just as well or better in terms of protection and longevity. Many professional mechanics stock Purolator filters because they simply work without drama. No oil, no special maintenance, just reliable protection. Verdict: OEM quality protection at aftermarket prices. Winner number 3, genuine OEM filters. Honda, Toyota, GM, Ford, etc. $1,200 to $1,330. Show various OEM filters. Here's something that might surprise you. Your manufacturer's original equipment filter is probably one of the best choices you can make. Why? Because it's engineered specifically for your engine. The engineers who designed your car spent millions of dollars in R&D to create an intake system that balances airflow, filtration, noise, and emissions for your specific vehicle. Show engineering diagram. In multiple comparison tests, Honda OEM filters showed excellent filtration with minimal restriction. Toyota/Denso filters consistently ranked at the top. AC Delco filters for GM vehicles were often the best performers in comprehensive laboratory testing. Show AC Delco test results. In one notable test, the AC Delco filter filtered better than any competitor and lasted 27% longer before reaching the restriction threshold. It only allowed 0.4 grams of dirt through versus competitors that let 7 to 8 grams through. Yes, OEM filters might cost $20 to $25 instead of $10, but that extra $10 to $15 buys you perfect fit and seal, proven filtration efficiency, optimized airflow for your specific engine, no risk of warranty issues. Show warranty document. And here's something important. Using non-OEM parts can sometimes complicate warranty claims if you have engine problems. With an OEM filter, you're covered. Verdict: hard to beat the filter designed specifically for your car. Section 4. Bonus tips and conclusion. $1,330 to $1,500. Show bonus tips graphic. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for air filter maintenance. Tip number 1. Check it regularly. Pull your air filter out every 6,000 miles and inspect. Hold it up to a light. If you can't see through it, it's time to replace it. Tip number 2. Don't blow it out with compressed air. Usually, compressed air can damage the filter media. If you must clean it, tap it gently to dislodge loose dirt, but replace it soon after. Tip number 3. Inspect the airbox. When you change your filter, look inside the airbox. If there's dirt past the filter, you have a seal problem. Clean it out and make sure your new filter seats properly. Tip number 4. Consider your environment. Drive in dusty, dirty conditions. Change your filter more frequently. Highway commuter and clean air, you might stretch the intervals slightly. Tip number 5. Save your money for real upgrades. That $100 you'd spend on a performance air filter, put it toward better tires, quality oil, or proper maintenance. Those will make a way bigger difference. Final thoughts. Look, at the end of the day, your air filter is one of the cheapest and most important maintenance items on your car. It's not glamorous, it's not exciting, but it's literally the first line of defense for your engine. Show engine teardown with dirt damage. The tiny particles that get past a cheap or improper filter will slowly grind away at your engine internals. By the time you notice the damage, you're looking at thousands of dollars in repairs. So stick with proven brands, or a Wix, Purolator, or your vehicle's OEM filter. Change it on schedule. Make sure it's installed correctly. And don't fall for marketing hype about 50 extra horsepower from a $90 filter. Show recommended filters again. Your engine doesn't care about horsepower claims. It cares about clean air and proper maintenance. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more no BS car content. Drop a comment below with what filter you're running. I'd love to hear your experiences. And remember, protect your engine, save your money, and drive smart. Catch you in the next one.